I've got an itch I can't scratch, I'm missing a piece that completes a whole part of me, an open wound scar to see. Everybody come here, gather round, welcome to the freak show, the best in town. What the hell's wrong with me? I don't get along with anybody, honestly. I've been living in my own head constantly, thoughts jumbled round, think I need a new lobotomy. Wait, all these thoughts are too negative. I don't wanna get lost in the sedative. Gotta show them what I got, I'm competitive. You know I'm about to go.
Hey guys, welcome back again. Dave's Dimension. Welcome back again for another video. Welcome back again to the channel that is your home for tech, toys, and talk. And of course, the channel where chaos and insanity will always reign supreme. So we're back again for another unbox. Now this is one I've been holding on to for a little bit, guys. This is Doctor Strange, from Spider-Man No Way Home. That's right. So this one I've been holding on for a while. This is brand new. I got it from a very cool site called Pulp Culture. That is Pop Culture. And that's exactly how it sounds. It's spelled exactly how it sounds. POPCULTCHA. It's an Australian-based site where you can. They have tons of hot toys at amazing prices, and the prices do shift throughout the course of the day, and they have different promotions throughout the course of the year. I actually grabbed him when I got the very awesome black and gold Spidey suit from No Way Home as well. And we have another hot toy, so stay tuned for a future episode where I unbox another hot toy featured from No Way Home. So guys, what do you say we just get right into this? Now, I just pulled this out of the plastic. I've now opened up the box itself, but let's just take a look here. We're going to go ahead and zoom back up. Let me just go ahead and get that going for you guys. So as you guys can see, we have a nice little sleeve right here. Let me just zoom this back, There you go. So we're just going to slide this right off. Now, I'm not going to bore you guys, but it has some amazing art on the front. Your credits on the back. Again, very cool imagery. I mean, the box itself is just beyond. And as you can see, we have Strange. We have all his energy effects. Now, they included the Time Stone effects, even though he doesn't have his Time Stone. This is also a little bit of a Dio piece, because it has his stone altar when he's creating the spell to make people forget that Peter Parker is Spider-Man. We've got this very cool art on the back. So we're just going to cut this right on open and get right on into this, guys. What do you say? Okay, guys, as you can see, we have a ton of effects here. We have weapon effects. We have every kind of magic effect you could possibly want for Strange. Just about. Hold on. I'm going to have to play around with the plastic here. Let's get this open. So guys, here we are. Here's one of the magical effects that is going to show the effect of the spell swirling around the altar and around Strange as he's... And this is just a nice translucent plastic. You can see my fingers right behind it. So what would be cool is if they would have had like an LED plug-in that helped illuminate it. It's like a very thin, transparent wire that kind of helped illuminate it. I think that would have been really cool. But we're not putting this stuff down, not by a long shot. There we go, like the little swirling effect, like when he's holding the little essence of the spell, and he's getting like the little bit of drift. We have the companion pieces to the other parts we already held up. But I do love the molding on this. I love the coloring, how we go from the yellowish kind of to the orange on the outside. In person, it really looks good to me. Of course, more of the energy effects that he'll be utilizing. If he's squaring off against Spider-Man, which he did do in the movie. See if we can get these out. I may have to use Mr. Tweezer. There we go. So yeah, we get the little effects where obviously his fingers can go on these little ridges right here to hold it perfectly in place. But let's take a look at some of the detail here. It looks so cool. You can see all the runes here. It looks fantastic. It looks marvelous. Of course, we get the, I forgot what the actual term for this was, but basically this is what holds the spell in place. So it's cool that we get this. Of course, we have the altar piece, which some people have criticized, but I love the shading that they have underneath it. Now, obviously, there's going to be a little translucent plastic rod that holds this up, but I love the little effect right there. Honestly, I love the weathering on this. I think the weathering is really good. Okay, does this have a light? Oh, okay, so yeah, that does light up. So I'm probably going to have to put some batteries into that, so that's cool. I was not aware that we had any lighting effects. So that's going to be awesome. Of course, we have Strange here. We have the Eye of Agamotto. Just look at the damn detail on that. That looks fantastic. And of course, Strange himself. This is my first Doctor Strange, by the way. And I'm kind of glad that this is the first one I'm getting. Now, he doesn't come with any alternate head sculpts or anything like that, but just take a look at that. That looks really damn good. Now, yes, I do have to remove the plastic around his neck. We'll slide off the plastic from his hands. Well, we still have to pull the hands off to get the rest of the plastic. But look at the wrapping around his wrists. It looks really good. I love all the soft goods on here. It looks fantastic. It really does. Let me go ahead and get the plastic off. Okay, guys, we have all the plastic off, but I wanted to show off that Doctor Strange sculpt. This one looks fantastic. Got his gray hair right there. And Hot Toys, they never seem to disappoint for the most part. Little piece of string right there on his neck. But the eyes, the pores on the skin, just looks fantastic. They do an amazing job here. So let me put his head back on. And again, the soft goods of the wrapping, the actual tassels that they have here on his legs, the wrapping looks fantastic. I love the blue here. I love the brown crisscrossed around. It really looks fantastic. It really does. And the soft goods, they don't hinder him at all. I mean, look, we got these. I mean, they really did. Take a look at how many different levels or different layers of fabric we have here. You know? I mean, they did a really amazing job for him. Now let's just go set him aside so we could get to the final part. Okay, guys, so here we are. We have this plastic effect for the swirling of the energy, but it's a very good print. I mean, I have heard of people griping about this, but I think it looks cool. I do kind of dig this. I believe this will align just like it is right there, because we're going to have our usual Hot Toys posable post. So we can just peg this right in. This will kind of pretty much hold that in place. And of course with this, we have our basic crimper. You know? So I mean, hypothetically, we cannot have the altar here. Okay, hear me out. We cannot have the altar there. And we could just kind of have him maybe in a pose. You know, like, let's see, can we get him in the... Yeah, we can. I think we can get him in like a meditation pose. You know? So we could get him going in a meditation pose and have him lifted. Now, let me just show you guys what this will probably look like, more or less. You know? Oh, and this is magnetic. This part right here, it's kind of sticking towards the back of this, so he's got some magnets there. But I think this would be a pretty cool pose among other poses we can do. So let's just go ahead and get everything else assembled. And of course, I would be remiss if I didn't go over his magnificent, always amazing cape. I mean, it looks beautiful. In person, this looks so beautiful. We love the clips here, and obviously that's where some of the magnetic parts in the... because we have it where he's got this like little shoulder pauldron right here, but not on this side. So obviously we can have the cape done in a lot of different ways. There are no wires here. I mean, I think there is like a faint kind of a stitching, or doesn't feel like a wire in here per se. But as you can see, you can actually, you can actually get it to pose in a very subtle kind of a way. Here we have the clear plastic that is going to be for the actual altar itself. As you can see, it is clear plastic. But guys, we're going to go ahead and get this assembled, and we'll be right back. So here we are, guys. We got everything assembled here. The base with the little plastic circle that sits perfectly in spot. I did have to play around with some of the pegs here. And these right here, let me just move them back. This right here, some of the pegs, the one was slightly bent. It was slightly askew, so I did have to bend that a little bit back. But I did get that in there. But he's great. I actually do not have it clipped onto the back, so he does stand pretty stable on his own, especially because of the cape. The cape makes it a little bit cumbersome. I'm also going to throw some pictures up of, I posted him, took a picture of him actually levitating as if he's meditating. That's pretty cool. With all the different effects, I'm definitely going to be swapping out all the different effects. There is one downside. Now, on here, don't know how well you're going to see this, there's actually a little sectional cutout right here. And when we pull that out, it actually reveals a battery compartment. Did not come with the batteries. I will be ordering the batteries myself. And then we'll do a follow-up on my Instagram of the altar with the batteries in hand. But he looks fantastic. This looks really fantastic. I can't wait. Now, there is no... Oh, it does say Doctor Strange on the front of it. But the circle here kind of covers it up. If we lift it, you can see the Doctor Strange right there. But the circle kind of covers it up. But I love the effects on here. We have the little essence of the spell, if you will. We got some mystical effect here as he's bringing all the energies into a line. There's a lot of different effects here, guys. There's a lot of different effects that I don't even have out. They're still in the box. Which means you can pose them so many different ways. We get the Eye of Agamotto. We have the cape. I got to work on the collar a little bit because the way they have it pictured is having this down here. These kind of like pressed down like this, which I have to play around with, I think, to get that. But with the back of it kind of up like you see it right now. But I think this looks fantastic. My wife is a big Doctor Strange fan. She doesn't know I have this. So I can't wait to see the look on her face when she sees that we have a Doctor Strange in the collection. I recently got her Deadpool 1. And I actually... Now, we got it kind of second and third hand from a friend who had bought it used from someone else who customized it. So I'm working on restoring it. But the stand that we had was a really small oval stand. So what I did was I bought a cheap, like $15 clamper stand from Amazon, and then I went online. I found a nice STL for a Deadpool symbol. So what I did was, this was actually supposed to be much larger and thicker. I shrunk it down and scaled it down. So I kind of made a custom Deadpool stand for my wife. So we have that going on. But this looks fantastic. I'm really looking forward to getting the batteries in here. getting the batteries for this. I did check. I did open it up, unscrew it, and there are no batteries in it whatsoever. But I can't wait to get the batteries so I can see how this looks lit up. And I will be posting pictures on my Instagram. If you guys aren't already following me on Instagram, that is just simply Dave's_dimension on Instagram. You can, of course, follow us there for the latest and greatest. I haven't really been doing all that much when it comes to figure photography. You guys can clearly see behind me, the top shelf behind me is just, it's cluttered with figures. I have the other one, if you notice, is not. It only has Doctor Who in there, so the 10th Doctor, David Tennant, one of my favorites. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to be migrating a lot of the what you see on the top to the lower, because I want the top to kind of feature Doctor Strange and some of the Spider-Man stuff. So you guys are going to see some changes with that. And I apologize. I know I look like crap. Sinuses and allergies. My eyes have been watering. I've been sneezing my head off like there's no tomorrow. But this figure, if you have the means, I highly recommend getting this. And the altar is about to tip because I'm just holding this up in the air with my hand. And there we go. I will say this is kind of top heavy. So if you're trying to hold it, up, like I'm just trying to hold the stand up, it doesn't come out the greatest, right? Now, without that, let's see, I got my mic stand here, which is kind of blocking some of the things here. But like with this right here, he looks fantastic with these effects. He really does. So what I'm going to do is, and also for my display, I am including the spell cube. I forgot what the actual name of it is. But even this, the detail on this is fantastic. So there we go. It looks phenomenal. But guys, I cannot wait to get the batteries for this. They take some pen-like batteries. They're really small circle batteries. I gotta check to see what specific ones are that we need. I'm gonna order them immediately tonight. Hopefully we'll get them in a couple days from Amazon. I'll be posting pictures. I imagine it's like this, and maybe this part lights up. But I can't wait to check that out. But this, by itself, just the effects of the stand itself, I think the effects are friggin' amazing, how they kind of crisscross. There is no lights or anything here. This is just your basic bottom stand right here. The crimper right here, the clamp. Like I said, I'm going to throw some pictures up right there. And you can see how you can easily have him, doing his meditation. Or we can even do like where he's doing the pose in Endgame, or not in Endgame, but Infinity, when he's scanning through the different timelines. The possibilities are endless, really. And I love the detail on the cape here. Detail is fantastic. It really is, guys. But guys, on a scale of 1, and I love, they got so many different hands, and we got the little spell right there in his hand. There's just so much we can do with this. So much to play around with. So many different possibilities and poses you can do. This is definitely a must-have. If you're a Spider-Man fan and you love Spider-Man No Way Home, this is a definite must-grab. You definitely have to grab it. If you are a Doctor Strange fan, I think this is probably one of the best figures to get. Mind you, this is my first Doctor Strange hot toy, but this is amazing. And guys, if you're going to get this, I highly recommend checking out Pop Culture, and I have the link in the video description below. Go ahead and check them out. They have tons of hot toys, pre-orders, and in stock hot toys. Price to go. I mean, amazing prices, better than you can imagine on, better than eBay prices, let's put it that way. Better than Marketplace, better than secondhand. These prices are amazing. The black and gold Spider-Man, got him for about like $140, $140, $150. It was a special sale they had going on. I got it around the holidays. And I think they had him going for like $220 or something like that. No, I think it was when everything was said and done, I got these both for around $360. And that includes shipping and tax and everything. And it'll be coming from Australia, but they come very quick. It comes very quick. Like, you're not waiting like 2 or 3 months. I had an issue where I just bought Eradicator Mafex, and it took almost 2 months for him to get here from Japan. Australia, I got it within a week and a half. Very fast, and I cannot recommend these guys enough. I am not endorsed. I am not affiliated with these guys in any shape or form. I just had an amazing experience. A good friend of mine who had bought, Battle Damage Endgame Stark, got it at an amazing price. I think like $260, $255 or something like that. Excuse me. And that's the thing. They have tons and tons of Hot Toys. The Back to the Future 3 DeLorean, which, guys, those that know me, I'm not just a Ghostbusters fan, I'm also a Back to the Future fan. They have the DeLorean, and it fluxes between, no pun intended, fluxes between like $800 to $700. It's over $1,000 item, the Hot Toy DeLorean. And seriously, if I can finagle the money together, I've thought about getting it, but it would take up so much space. I mean, it is a Hot Toy 1/6 scale DeLorean. You see what a Hot Toy size looks like. You see it on the shelf. It'll take up a shelf on its own. I am seriously tempted to do it, but not right now. Not right now. We have a lot of things going on. Stream for the Cure is in full swing. I'm going to have links to the Ride for Roswell if you want to donate to the Ride for Roswell, which benefits Roswell Park Comprehensive Cancer Institute. You guys know I do the Stream for the Cure every year to raise funds for Ride for Roswell, and I'm going to be doing it again this year. We have a surprise for you guys, so stay tuned. But until then, guys, you know what I'm going to say. I say it every single time. Keep on busting, and I'm always going to catch you on the flip side. Take care, guys.
I've got an itch I can't scratch, I'm missing a piece that completes a whole part of me, an open wound scar to see. Everybody come here, gather round, welcome to the freak show, the best in town. What the hell's wrong with me? I don't get along with anybody, honestly. I've been living in my own head constantly, thoughts jumbled round, think I need a new lobotomy. Wait, all these thoughts are too negative, I don't wanna get lost in the sedative. Gotta show them what I got,